Hello again, welcome to Queensland Weekender for another Saturday. It's terrific to have your company. Now, it doesn't really matter what type of business it is, but the notion of a family-run business generally means something. It's a business that you can trust, a business where its owner really cares about its product and its customer. Well, the same rules apply within the tourism industry. There are a couple of iconic tourism businesses that are owned and operated by families and have been for generations. Later on today's show, we're going to meet up with one of those inspiring families to see what they've done. So stay with us. Well, there's no doubt about it, in the old days, caravan parks did not look like this. Giant swimming lagoons, playgrounds, bird aviaries, tennis courts and plenty more. There was a Gold Coast family that transformed what we used to know as the humble caravan park into this, the holiday park, and reinvented the holiday for families right across the country. Stay with us, we're going to meet them after the break. See you then. Ashmore Palms on the Gold Coast is a family favourite, an award-winning holiday park that's pretty much got it all. Accommodation to suit every taste, budget cabins right up to luxury rainforest retreats. Swimming pools, playgrounds, an activity centre, even one of Australia's largest collections of South American macaw parrots. It can crack macadamia nuts, so imagine what it'll do to your fingers. It's all the work of the Illich family, a remarkable bunch that have pretty much reinvented the family holiday. And the Illiches are just one of many well-respected families that have made their mark on Queensland tourism. There are also the Irwins at Australia Zoo, the Chapmans who are behind Skyrait and Cairns, the famous O'Reillys, the Oatleys from Hamilton Island, and many more. The patriarch of the Illich clan is Frank, and you'll usually find him in his lush tropical gardens, which he planted decades ago. So the year was 1986, and you had a grand plan.
I found this one was told me it was for sale. It had just been developed and they'd gone broke doing it. So there was no income, not a tree in the place, not a caravan, it was just empty. So we started off from scratch. We didn't have a lot of money, but we had a lot of initiative.
The initiative has transformed the site into a family holiday mecca, but Frank hasn't done it all alone. It was a team effort. It's a bit like the family tree in some ways. Tell me a bit about this wonderful family of yours. What a huge success it's been.
Well, you know, we've got 4 children. They're all involved in the business and they all came up and all grew up through it, so they know how it all works.
So let's meet the Illich family, starting with the incredible macaws.
She is called a blue and gold macaw. They originally come from South America. She is around 7 months of age, which is a very young bird. Their lifespan in captivity is around 65 years.
Wow. And now you were saying that she's a young female, and we've got 4 blokes behind us here in the car. Have a look at these blokes lined up to meet her. Is that what's going on?
Yes, they know that she's a female and they can, they get a bit excited.
The rest of the Illich clan can be found in reception. There's Brad and Tanya, and in charge is matriarch Maria. You guys were kind of ahead of the pack. You were ahead of your time, weren't you, in developing this concept of a park where there weren't any caravans anymore and the introduction of cabins only. And this has taken off right around the country, hasn't it?
Well, Frank, being a good businessman, he saw that there was a great future in providing good cabin accommodation, and a lot of other caravan parks are doing that too.
Yeah.
On the Gold Coast, we don't really need to cater for caravans because there are many other caravan parks on the Gold Coast already, so we started having really nice cabin accommodation, and because of the theme parks here, we're very busy.
Frank and Maria helped create the modern-day family holiday with Ashmore Palms, but their sons, Ken and Jeff, are going one step further, reinventing it for the future, courtesy of their newly revamped Brisbane holiday village at 8 Mile Plains. So Mum and Dad on the Gold Coast and you two up here, how did that happen?
I don't know, I don't know, but you know what, I quite like driving, so I sort of moved up to Brisbane and I just sort of fell in love with the place and got to know the staff and a lot of the guests, and before you know it, 18 years go by, and here we are today.
Jeff is the manager, and he tells me that there are over 300 sites with holiday cabins and plenty of room for caravans and campers. Walking around, one thing is clear. Everything at Brisbane Holiday Village is big.
Didn't have the time to back the big vans in anymore, so in tight sites, so we thought, let's do ridiculously sized sites. Let's do high-class facilities like their own ensuite, and let's make it easy.
There's a giant lagoon and restaurant, and there's plenty more on the drawing board. To find out what's coming next, I'm meeting another Illich, Ken. And so it is a real family affair. You're up here sort of, you know, plotting the course of history.
Absolutely. I do more the planning and development, the ideas and putting it all together, right down to the final drawing of the plans and everything like that, picking colours. So, yeah, every family member's got a job to do. This is what I'm best at.
This isn't a setup. You're actually up here in the planning stages of a few things.
This is it. This is what I do. So we're always doing new cabins. This project at the moment is a new sports field that will be the first in Australia to bring one of these out from Denmark and introduce. So that's something new. We always try and be ahead of the game.
And we had a look at one of those magnificent penthouse cabins today. It must fill you with pride to walk through one of those and just, you know, see it go from this.
It's fantastic to be able to do that because we do concept drawings and then the next thing it's built and it's there. And then when the people use it and they tell their friends and they say how wonderful it is, and that makes you feel good.
No matter what kind of family holiday you're after, the Illich family has what you're looking for. To learn more about both properties and to help plan your next getaway, head to the websites on your screen. All of the details from tonight's show can be found on our website, or you can catch up on all of our travels on Facebook and Twitter. We also recommend visiting the Queensland Holidays and Queensland Rail travel websites. The Illich family, what a remarkable bunch. Great entrepreneurial flair, and they've certainly left their mark on the tourism industry here in this beautiful state of ours, Queensland. That's all we've got time for on the show today. I hope you've enjoyed it. 7 years coming up in just a moment from now. Sophie and the gang from the Great South East will be back tomorrow at 5:30. Make sure you catch up with them. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next Saturday for more Queensland Weekender. Bye for now.